Hello friends, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Is money making is that hard? Nobody has taught us how to make money. Don't worry, we have the right person in our channel. My friend, let's welcome Amanda Paul, a mentor, a teacher, a health healer, and a financial expert. She will tell us how easy to make money. Let's invite Amanda Paul into our channel. Hello, Amanda. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. How's things going for you?
Going well.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, been a productive day.
Amanda, officially welcome to our channel. It's called TWT Talk with the Titans. I just want to know how you came to your entrepreneurial idea and what influenced you, your challenges.
Yes. I am over a year in finances.
Okay.
It was presented to me and I loved the idea.
Okay.
I loved the product. I loved the people. I loved the company. But first loved the product. So I was like, okay, sign me up. And then he's signing me up. And then I was like, how are you making money? Because like you have a nice office, you have a nice clothes, a nice house. I'm not paying you very much. I'm not paying for the product very much. So how is it that, you have all these nice things? And then he showed me how he got paid and I was like, cool, sign me up.
Okay.
So, but I've been doing my own thing business-wise for over 16 years now.
Really?
And I'd never seen an opportunity like this to make so much money.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I saw the opportunity, I started doing it. And then after 4 months, I became full-time.
Very good. So how was your initial days?
Yeah, so before that, I had my own health and wellness business and partnered with a company with health and wellness products. So as an energy healer and was able to, like helping clients individually and then referring them to product and making, money that way. And also through appointments. So.
Okay.
And then just, I don't know, I went from being a healer to healing people's finances. So
yeah, that's what I actually going to ask you. So that is totally two different ways. How you manage that?
Yeah, it's definitely different. It's been a change. So my mentor, his name is Ash. He wrote Financial Chakras.
Okay.
So he's from India as well. So when I met him, because he's talking about chakras and he's talking about finances, and I was like, that is me. So that's why I hired him to help me, because he also was in finances. He came to the US from India with $20 and no English. And he started in finances. He was very bad at it. And went from being very bad and blackmailing his father to get some product to really doing very, very well for himself. But the finances is not something that he really enjoys doing. So he grew from being really bad at it to doing really well, figured it out through, the energy and the, making sure his chakras and doing lots of prayer and meditation and just alignment, right? So that's why I partnered with him, because I understand the energy, trying to get an alignment so that I can attract what I need, in finances. So yeah, it's good. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, but definitely I can totally see that, because there's a major changeover. Because when you are into health, that is actually totally different. What is expectation? When you come to the financial, that's totally different expectation. My question is how you manage that in your initial days. That's two different world.
It is. You go from heart to head, and and so it's been challenging, to say the least. And but I got to the point where, with helping people with health was not fun anymore because I knew that my clients
Uh,
really being in a sickly state could not afford what I had. So I was very eager to help them with their finances. And because I know a lot of women who do what I do as far as health wise can help them. So I'm like, okay, let's get your finances straight. Then you go see my friend who is doing the healing full time. You know?
Okay.
So I switched over to finance and said, look, let's fix your finances so that you can get the and the other thing too is like I was like I learned the healing world from my friends. So I was like a step down as far as like not on the high level. So I was like not as good as them. But once I get their finances, you get their finances straight, then they can afford the best healers, which would be my friends that I would refer them to. Like, look, she's better at this than I am. She's full time. She still loves it. You know, like I wasn't loving it anymore. Yeah.
That's really cool. What do you say that, what are you looking into this future of, any expansion plans?
Yeah. So I'm very lucky to be with a firm that I can teach people to do what I do and have their own, be a broker. So they can be their own broker. They can have their own office. And so I can teach people how to do that in the US and Canada. So.
You have actually, when I look at your profile, you have almost 20 years of teaching experience.
Yeah, I've been teaching since I was 17.
Oh,
In
that's very long.
some capacity. I started teaching at 17, lots of different ways, actually. Even went to China and taught English. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of teaching.
That would have really helped in all your ventures, right?
Yeah.
How does exactly your teaching experience always help you, either in your healing or your financial sector?
Both. I mean, I feel like it helps both because people need to understand, if they don't understand, then they're not going to call you, especially in finances. And even in health, like in healing, energy healing, people don't know what that is. You have to be good at communicating and be able to show them or give them real life examples or tell them about the research that you found, experiments, things like that. And then in finances also, people don't know how money works. And in the US, we're so blessed because we can grow money. You can grow money tax-free and you can grow money no loss. No loss, tax-free. You can grow money here. People don't know that. They think, and it's just, it can be so, especially for middle class, they don't understand like what's out there. And even some of the wealthier people, they don't understand if they don't have the generational wealth. So the generational wealth in the US, they know that already because their generations have been doing it. So they understand how to keep Uncle Sam from taking taxes. And then they can pass the money and have a legacy. But the middle class and the newly wealthy, they don't understand these things. And so you have to teach them, you have to show them, you have to help them understand, hey, this is what the Rockefellers are doing. This is what, the Kennedys are doing. This is all those people who are able to leave a legacy and it's available to anybody.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That is how you are able to convince these financial clients, because financial sector, they need a lot of explanation, right? Because they are always doubtful.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I break it down really simple. Like I have like pictures.
Okay.
I just break it down really simple for them. And if it's someone that I know, they already know that I'm very honest. If they don't trust me, maybe they just don't trust my judgment, but they trust me. And then I just reconnect with them every once in a while. Hey, and it has to be timing too. With finances, sometimes it's timing. Sometimes you just have to be good at following up and make sure you reconnect with them every once in a while. Make sure that they're ready. Yeah, that's really all it takes.
Looks like simple to me, but there is a lot of explanation behind that.
Yeah, basically the napkin thing is like there's three different ways that money can grow, and there's 3 different ways that money is taxed.
Okay, I really like to know more about that.
Oh, you want me to show you?
Yeah, that's really loud.
Cool. Now you're seeing my desktop.
Oh, that's really
okay. So let's talk about taxes, because this is really important, especially if you're a business owner. The number one issue with finances is being taxed. Business owners get taxed a lot, so we want to minimize taxes because Uncle Sam is always dipping into your money. So this first one here is taxed now. That means that if you look in the bottom, it shows you the amount of money that's coming out, and it's like a kind of visual. So this first little thing represents like your paycheck. So when you get initially paid or somebody pays you, Uncle Sam's going to want some of that, right? And then as you grow your money in any of these, in your savings account at the bank, anything with the bank, basically, including stocks or mutual funds, once you put it in there, Uncle Sam is taking out all the time, right? Even your bank account, you'll see like a little tiny bit will be coming out, and you're like, why are they taking my money? Well, they're taxing you. And then you have this big portion is when you take it out. So if you have stocks and you decide you want to take stocks out, you're going to be taxed on that as well. So 100% you're being taxed all the time on any of these growths.
Absolutely.
Okay. So the tax later is awesome. It's actually just referred to as tax deferred. So if you have like a day job, a 401k is the most common thing to be taxed on. And what's happening is you're not going to be taxed on your paycheck. You're not going to be taxed while it's growing, but you're definitely going to be taxed when you want to use it or take it out. That's why nobody likes to turn 65 and take their 401k out, because they lose a lot. Okay. Right. Including the IRAs. TSP is for military folk, and then annuities. We sell a lot of annuities. And then the tax never plan is really just a tax-free. It's also can be considered as a tax advantage plan. And what that means is you're only being taxed on the seeds. You're not being taxed on your growth or your harvest. And would you rather give Uncle Sam some from your seeds or some from your harvest?
Okay.
Yeah. So 529 plan, that's a college plan. You don't have to worry about that. Roth IRA, those are great. Issue with Roth IRA is the growth, which we'll talk about later, but you can only put about $6,000 a year in there. And if you make a lot of money, maybe like over 125K, you actually don't qualify for a Roth. So you can't have a Roth if you make too much money. I know it's weird, but that's just the way Uncle Sam is. So then that leads us to the cash value in the life insurance policy. That's really the only way. And that is how the wealthy stay wealthy. So I'll show you, if you want, you can take a picture of this if that helps you in your personal finances. Let's see. Okay, so how money grows, because we like to watch money grow. I like to watch my money grow. It makes me happy. So the different ways money can grow is fixed. So like if you're with the bank, your money's growing at a fixed rate. If you have like a whole life insurance policy, it's going to be fixed rate. Variable is basically like, so fixed never changes. Variable means it goes up and down with the stock market, kind of looks like a heart attack, feels like a heart attack. So if your money goes down 50%, do you know how much has to go up in order to be 100%?
You need to go to 100%, right?
100, exactly. So when's the last time you saw the stock market go up 100%? I mean, that's really
compensate for that. Okay, I got it.
Exactly. So what's cool is there's this new thing, and this has only been out since the dot-com bubble, a way to grow money indexed. Okay. I think Warren Buffett was attributed with creating this within the IUL, which is the life insurance policy, how the wealthy stay wealthy. This is a way to grow money. You can grow money tax-free Also index, where you never lose. So I'm going to use my mouse to scroll like the way your money would be. So what happens is stock market goes up, your money goes up too. Stock market goes down, your
Yes.
money locks in place, you don't lose. Stock market goes up, your money goes up. So see where my mouse is where your money's at, okay? Stock market goes down, your money locks in. Stock market goes up, your money goes up. Stock market goes down, your money locks in. Stock market. And so it's going to look a little bit like this as I follow the lines. So your money going to end up there by the 6, right?
Yeah.
So you really never lose. There's a lot of like, hey, there's a lot of rules for that, but if you never have to lose, then you never have to go up 100%, right?
Yeah.
To get your money back. So the issue with variable, let's say the S&P 500, overall, they really only do about 4%. Even the global, okay? Because they have to make up for the losses. Indexing, we have index accounts that make 8 and more %. And there are actually capless indexes that you can tap into as well. So it's kind of fun. It's fun to talk about. It's fun to look at and see how you can grow wealth and never lose. None of my clients lost money during the recession. I called them and said, hey, you didn't lose any money. Everybody's crying, but you're good.
So you provide this kind of data information. They get more convinced.
Yeah. I basically, the thing that I do, I'm just an educator. I show them what's out there. And because I have over 150 companies that I work with, I present a couple plans and they pick what they want.
Okay.
So I'm like, hey, you said you like this. You said you like that. You said you like this. Let's look at some plans. They have all of that. Which one would you like? Which one's best for you? And they just pick. And so not only do they know their plan, they picked their plan. They're not going to get out of it. If they want to, we'll come back and talk about it. But how many people do you know are in a financial plan and they don't even know what it is?
Yeah, exactly.
Ask anybody. Say, what kind of life insurance policy do you have? They're like, I don't know. Yeah. What company is it with? I don't know. Are you making any money? I don't know. How much do you pay a month for that policy? I don't really know. I'm like, we probably should sit down and talk about that.
Yeah. What you said is right. Most of the people actually don't know what they are actually investing, what they are return up to. Yeah, that's right. So you totally provide all the plans and let the customer or your clients pick what they want.
Yep.
So there is actually more understanding and more connectivity.
That's
and
right.
I think because of that, you always get actually what you say that future customers, because see, it's all like a zinking connecting. So one clients get happy, they always refer to other person because that transparency is there, that faith is there. So, is there any future plans for you? Any combining for this? Because you're looking at all your progress. That's really fantastic. Being a mentor, teacher, from that to health healer and to financial expert. And what is the next fourth one? What is the fourth one?
Yeah, it's insane the amount of skills that I've received over the years. Pretty much a jack of all trades at this point.
It's really what do you say that motivating, seriously. See, every time you are actually progressing, you're trying to connect and you're using all your strength to all these ventures and making it all fruitful.
Yeah.
That's not an easy process. That's not an easy process. Seriously.
Yeah.
People always complain in their life. People never understand what is there within, and they didn't what do you say that raise to their potential. And you are just classic exam that you use all your strength and it's adding. I just want to know what is the fourth event.
Yeah.
So how long have you been in this financial expert?
It's just over a year, actually. So really new. I feel new. I'm learning a lot.
But looking like it's more kind of a long years because you have a lot of organizational explanation. So I think you have more. I thought actually you have only 3 to 4 years. Seriously, honestly.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Thank you.
No, no, seriously, that was actually the way you actually presenting. That's really very, what do you say that? Very convincing.
Mm,
So that is
thanks.
in this. I was really interested and more need to know more about that because as you said, stock market is always with bumbles and cumbles. It's always be
So
there.
crazy. I know, it's crazy. Yeah, Americans are gamblers.
Yeah, exactly. That's what actually into because most of the people I know are interested in the stock market and they
Yeah,
really like really what I've seen
yeah.
from my knowledge, Americans are totally into challenges.
It's crazy because these people that are investing in the stock market, they
Mhm.
don't have extra money,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
They're literally taking their retirement money, all they have,
Mhm.
and they're putting it in the stock market.
Mhm.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, that's really risky.
It's not smart. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
not
Like
smart. But
sometimes
some
it's
people are really
not.
like that. See, I can't
Yeah,
do
a
that.
lot of
Technically, I can't do that.
oh, I'm not going to do that. I like the no loss tax free plan. That's me.
Definitely, definitely. Seriously,
I don't
you
like
can't.
to gamble. Even with extra money. If I
Uh-huh.
have extra money, I don't want to gamble. I want to know, Amanda, you're going to make this much money. And I'm like, cool. I'm cool with that. I don't want to, maybe you're going to make this much, but maybe you're going to go down.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want to go down ever. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? I
Yeah.
always want my money to just go up.
Stable and rise.
That's right. I like security.
Yeah, security. Yeah, definitely. Security should always be a factor. But some people are really gambler. How you actually convince these people?
Oh, the ones who like to gamble?
Yeah.
Yeah, so typically I just do an assessment. So I
Okay.
do a financial needs analysis
Uh-huh.
and I sit down and talk to them. Okay, this is how much money is going out. This is how much money is coming in. This is how much extra you have every month.
Uh-huh.
This is how much you have to retire with.
Uh-huh.
And how long do you plan to live after retirement? Because this means after retirement, you only have this much money per month to live with.
Mm-hmm.
So if you calculate their future
Mm-hmm.
and show them that, you
Mm-hmm.
know, then it's a wake up call for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Seriously.
then especially now, it's easier to talk to people about that because there's no job security anymore,
Certainly.
you know? Yeah. So it's actually easier to talk to people about protection,
Mm-hmm.
making sure that their retirement is secure
Mm-hmm.
because like I said, there is no job security and especially the stock market, there's no
Obviously.
security
Not,
in the stock
not at
market.
all. Not at all.
The people who have been saying it'll go back up, it'll go back up, it'll go back up, now they're all starting to say, when is it going to go back
Not
up?
going
You
to.
know, I'm just like, exactly.
That's what I already told you.
Yep. So
Yeah.
it can get crazy. I think it will go back up, but I think we're having a rough time right now. And I think it's nice to be secure.
Okay. So because actually your clients, I surely that they don't actually the worst effect of Corona in financial crisis.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you're providing the security. That's really been fantastic. See, have you ever thought yourself being into this financial sector when you were doing your teaching life? Never.
Oh, never. And the only thing, honestly, for me, because I know this is kind of rare, but I'm actually money driven,
Uh-huh.
and I'm money driven because I see what money can do.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people, when they're not there yet, before they're money driven, they're
Mm-hmm.
heart driven. They're like, I want to help people. I want to give to my charity. I want to retire my parents, right? That's what people are thinking. Like, I want to take care of my parents, my family. I want to help people, right? Once you get past all that and wake up, you realize the key to that, all of that is money.
Yeah, I understand.
And then you become money driven, right? Because you understand that the way to get everything that you want is to get your finances in order. And so for me, what I have to do is talk to them from the heart and say, look, you said you want to do X, Y, and Z. You need money to do those things. Okay. I understand that it's not about the money for you, but imagine for just a second that you had X amount of dollars. How much more could you do besides X, Y, and Z? Maybe you have even more things that you can do and help people with. And so even though they'll say it's not about the money, I know it's not about the money. And you know what? I'm not about the money for you. I'm about your XYZ. So let's get the money you need to XYZ, you
Yes.
know? So yeah, I'm money driven, but that's because I'm past the XYZ. I understand and I can see that that's how you get there.
Yeah, what you said is really right. Unless your financial foundation is not strong, obviously we cannot actually put on any bricks over that.
Right. You have to get your house in order. So there's
Exactly.
people who don't make any money. They don't make any money. And they're like, oh, I'm doing a nonprofit. I want to do my charity and I'm like, for real? Your house isn't even in order. You know, you've got to get your house in order first. Then you can teach someone else how to do it.
Yeah, totally. What you said is really right. But I think in Amanda, in your life, there have always been influencers because every time somebody always influence you to come to some new venture, right?
Uh-huh. Sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes. I'm actually looking into adding Medicare to my list of things to help clients with. Uh, you know, because I do the finances, but if I can help someone with Medicare and then maybe help someone with Medicare and then they'll trust me for their finances or they trust me for finances. Okay, you're 65, let's do the Medicare, right? So I was thinking about adding that actually. I was this week I've been I think I'm going to take that test and do that. So I have an extra. And when you work in finances, you don't put all your eggs in one basket. You like to be a jack of all trades and help people in different areas. So yeah, I think I'll add that. I think I'm going to add that this week.
Totally, totally. See, the Amanda, thank you for your time. That was really wonderful. You clearly shared a lot of thoughts because by talking to you, it's really like motivational and how you added your life according to that, how you progress yourself and you use all your strength to all your ventures. That's really fantastic because people, what I already said, the people never realize what is their inner strength is. So they always actually complain. So you use all your experience, 20 years of experience, you use all that in your two ventures. I think that is the main reason why you've been successful. I can see from your face, you look really happy.
I am.
I can see you from
It's
your face. I'm really happy.
all coming together.
Uh, so, yeah, thank you for your time, Amanda. That was really wonderful. I really like to know what is about your fourth venture. I really like to know. Just let me know when you actually go to a different sector. Okay.
When I go to something else, yeah.
I know actually you will be very successful in that. I can see that from your face and from your energy also. I wish I could have that.
You do. I think you do. I mean, I've seen a couple of your videos. I think you're good to go.
I'm totally enjoyed having conversation with you, and all the very best for your new ventures.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That was really fantastic.
Yeah, appreciate your time.
So, hope you enjoyed the video. Very special thanks to Amanda for her lovely tips. See you with the next title. Until then, this is Arun from Cherry Aleana. Bye for now. Thank you. Keep watching.